Alright, so I'm going to do a in-cabin inspection for CDL Class A. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure my primary and secondary air tanks are at adequate levels or full, somewhere between 120 to 140. I'm going to engage my brakes, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these out, right? Pull those out. That way I know that I'm being safe. The vehicle is secure. Next, I'm going to get out of the vehicle, get out and chalk my wheels, right? I'm going to get back in. I'm going to get back in the vehicle, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to wait until my gauges are full, my primary and secondary air tanks. So right now, just for the sake of getting this done, I'm going to assume that I have enough air. My air is at 120 to 140, although it's not right now. So I'm going to go ahead, push these in, okay? And I'm going to start with my air leak test. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the examiner I'm going to do an air leak test. I'm going to tell her I'm going to press and hold the service brake, and I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before I do that, I'm going to turn off the vehicle. I'm going to turn it to the on position. I'm going to wait for my gauges to settle. Okay. Once they settle, I will start. Here we go. Press and hold the brake for 60 seconds. I should not lose more than 4 psi. Okay. Press it down. And remember, you have to time this yourself. Okay? Got to time it yourself. And it's the only time you can use your phone. If you have a watch, just use your watch. Let's say 60 seconds is up. Release the brake. Tell the examiner I did not lose more than 4 psi. My next test is my law test, my low air warning. I'm going to press and fan the brake until the pressure drops between 60 and 55. At that point, you're going to see my low air warning light come on. And you're going to hear the buzzer too. There we go. We hear it nice and loud. See that air brake right there? So we tell the examiner they work properly. Next, I'm going to do my 2040 test. I'm going to press and fan the brake until the pressure drops between 20 and 40. At that point, my air valves will pop out. So here we go. Keep pressing and fanning the brake until the pressure drops between 20 and 40. There's one, and the other one popped out. Good. So they both work properly. So now we hear the continual beep. So I'm going to take my seatbelt off. I'm going to take the key out. I'm going to put it in my pocket. Next, I'm going to get out of the vehicle, unchalk my wheels, right? Okay, close the door, get back in. I'm going to put on my seatbelt, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle up. I'm going to do another safe start. ABS light just cut off. Go ahead and turn it on. So now I am preparing to do a tug test, right? So we're almost set up. So this is going to take about somewhere between 5 minutes to build my air pressure back up, right? So we can either expedite it a little bit by stepping on the gas. Let's try to hold it between 10 and 12 RPMs. Okay, let's get it up there a little bit more. And see what happens when my low air warning, there you go, it just cut off. Why? Because it's over 60 psi. But, we're still low, so we're going to let it keep building. And I would let this one build up until the governor shuts off, right? So we're going to let it keep going. So right now we're doing our in-cabin inspection. We're almost at 100, getting up there. And I'm going to be thinking right now, okay, I'm going to push in my parking brake and I'm going to test my trailer brake. Then I'm going to push in my trailer brake and I'm going to be testing my parking brake. And then I'm going to do what? Test my service brake. So let's see, we're almost there. And Yep, I'm thinking about everything I need to test in this truck. All right, there you go. Just heard the governor shut off, so we know that we're good. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test my, let's see, I'm going to push this one in. So I'm testing my trailer brake, right? So I'm going to put it in gear and I'm going to tap on the gas. Just a little tap. There we go. And we tell the examiner it works properly. Pull that one out, put it back in neutral. And now I'm going to, which one did I just test? I think I tested that one. So, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to put it in drive, and I'm testing my parking brake, right? Same thing. Tap on the, there we go. Works properly. So now I'm going to come back, push them both in. And what am I going to do? I'm going to pull forward 3 to 5 miles an hour. Now I'm going to stop right here. Just slowly stop. And now I'm going to engage my brakes, put it in neutral, and I'm going to tell the examiner they work properly. So after that, I'm going to check my lights, right? So here we go. Left turn signal, right turn signal, high beams, and then my low beams. Then I'm going to test my 4-way flashers. There we go. So we're done with that. What's next? I'm going to test my emergency equipment. I'm going to start with my seatbelt. Always have your seatbelt at the ready. What do we say? Not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. It latches and unlatches, right? So then I'm going to go talk about my fire extinguisher. Not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. What else? Not missing any screws or bolts. Also, it's fully charged. What else can we say? It's a 10 BC or better. The or better part means it's an ABC. Then we go to the reflective triangles under the seat. Not bent, broke, or cracked. Properly mounted. Not missing any screws or bolts. And they are present. Next, my fuses. I have my 7 spare fuses. They're not bent, broke, or cracked. Well, we don't say that on the fuses. We just say they're present. But if we wanted to, we could say they're not bent, broke, or cracked, properly mounted, and they're present. Next, I would talk about my floor. It's clean and clear. There's no oil or debris. Next, we've already done a safe start, so make sure we tell the examiner about that. Then I'm going to talk about my windshield. It's not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. It's clean and clear. What else can we say? There's no illegal stickers that would have struck my view. Also, my mirrors. Not bent, broke, or cracked. They're properly mounted. They're clean and clear and adjusted to me, the driver. After that, I'm going to go back. My windshield wiper brackets are not bent, broke, or cracked. They're properly mounted. My windshield wiper blades are not cut, torn, or frayed. They're properly mounted and they're pressed firmly against the windshield. Now, we're going to press in right here to make sure they work properly. And we tell the examiner what? They work properly. After that, I'm going to go to my heater and my defroster. We tell the examiner they work properly. All right. So once we're done with that, we come right back to the horn, right? So we're going to press our electric horn, or we can call this our city horn. And then we'll go up here to my highway horn. Once we're done with the highway horn, we look over and we tell the examiner, I'd like to do an external light check. So he should get out of the vehicle, or her, and we get out, and what do? They're going to give us the signal. Left turn signal, right turn signal, my high beams, and my low beams. Remember, external light check. And then my 4-way flashers, right? So if they forget, make sure you remind them, could you check my brake lights as well? So they'll go to the back and you go to the same process. Left turn signal, right turn signal, and then we're going to do what? 4-way flashers, and then my brakes. So once we're done with that, we go ahead and we get outside of the vehicle, right? And then we talk about the lights at the top. We'll continue that one on the next video.